Hello, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we talk about how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. I'm your host, Kelvin Troy Johnson, creator of Love Coach Atlanta, and they call me the Love Coach. I help people find love, the love they desire, and to light a fire under the love they have. And so, welcome to the show today, and I'm glad that you're here. So, if you're into this kind of stuff and you want to go deeper, like these little 8 to 10 minute videos are not enough for you, you need more. Join the Patreon community. We're going to have longer form videos. We're going to go deeper, going to have more strategies, more tips, more ideas, more engagement, and I want you to be a part of it, all right? So for now, just make sure that you hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. How do you deal with a man's lack of effort? You know, you got this guy who shows you that he wants you, he tells you he wants you, pursues you, and then all of a sudden he starts laying back. And he's not really calling, he's not texting, he's not communicating, not going out anymore. All of a sudden, he's just kind of lackadaisical about it. It's important for you to understand what you are dealing with, right? And a man's lack of effort is not by accident, okay? If a man wants you, he will show you he wants you. He will communicate with you. He'll talk to you. He'll want to spend time with you. Listen, a man who says he wants you, there should be no guessing. There's no I wonder. You should not have to wonder. He'll show you what he wants. And if he's not showing you what he wants, what you want and what he wants, guess what? It's not going to work, and it's not really going in a positive direction. So I've got five keys, 5 things to do if you are with a man who lacks effort towards you. All right, let's get into it. Number 5, understand you can't change a man. This should probably be number 1. All right, understand this. You can't change a man. A man is changed by his own desire, his own reason. He has a reason for being what he is, and he didn't just show up that way. He's been molded and shaped to be a certain way, okay? Society, parenting, nature versus nurture, all of that, it is what it is. And so you have to understand that you can't change it. Listen, if it's been his nature, you can't change that. And if he's been nurtured by his environment, by past relationships, by parents, by society that he lives in, you can't go against that. You cannot change a man. Understand that. A man can only change himself. So that might be a hard pill to swallow for somebody, but the sooner you swallow the pill, the better it goes down. Okay. Number 4, let's get to it. Number 4, change the person who you can change. You know who that is, right? That's you. Change yourself. You can change you. You can decide. You guys know the root word for decide, decision, is a decisio, which means to cut off from all other options. Look, you can cut yourself from all other options for what it is that you want in your life. You can't change a man, but you can change yourself. You can decide, I will no longer accept behavior that is not up to par that I believe that I deserve. You can change yourself. That's the one person you can change. So make the changes you need. All right, let's move on. Number 3, get what you need from the relationship or get lost. You're dealing with a man who's lacking effort towards you. Have the conversation. Listen, there are certain things that I need from the man in my life. I need for you to call me. Listen, now I got one that's coming up But I'm gonna jump into it. Sometimes a man doesn't even know what it is that you want. Sometimes men don't even realize that you prefer a phone call or over text messages. Sometimes you have not communicated that properly. So in order to get what you need, you have to communicate properly what it is you want. Again, you can't change a man, but you can tell him what is required to be with you. All right? And if you don't get it, you get lost. Right? Number 2, have empathy. This is the one that I said was coming up. Have empathy for his positioning. Maybe he's dealing with something in his mind that's got nothing to do with you. Maybe he's dealing with a past hurt that's got nothing to do with you. Maybe he's dealing with something at work, a family issue, concern about the future and being able to take care of you in the future. Look, there's a lot of things that men deal with in this society that they don't talk about. Okay? So have some empathy. Have the patience to ask the man, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about? What challenges are you facing this week? Look, a woman who asks those questions becomes a team member with a man as opposed to being opposition to a man. That's what men often desire. All right? And number 1, communicate your feelings clearly and calmly. Look, if you shout at a man, he's either going to shout back or he's going to pull back. Neither are those things what you want. Okay? You have to be able to communicate what it is that you want in a way that he can receive what you're saying. Look, Grandma used to tell us, it's not what you say, it's what? How you say it. It's not the words that you say, it's the way that you communicate your thoughts and your feelings and your desires for him to make an effort that causes him to make some changes. Communicate calmly what it is that you want. Now, you might say, I've been communicating what I want, and he still doesn't do anything. Guess what you got to do? Find a different way to communicate. If the way that you have been communicating is not working all up until this point, guess what? You got to find a new way to communicate. And if that doesn't work, find another way to communicate. This is what it is when you're in a relationship that you want to turn into a long-term relationship that you hope to get into a marriage with. It is this constant communication and figuring out what works, what is the love language, what is the conversational language, what is the engagement language that a person has that will get you what you need and give him what it is that he needs. All right? All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Look, join the Patreon group. I'm telling you, we got more content coming. We got lessons and we got programs coming soon. But join the Patreon community. We want you to be a part of what's going on here. And so, till next time, peace and love.